was reading the little message that lets you know about moderators and all of that jazz. Give me a minute. Let me adjust my camera. Okay. Get my hair right. It was looking a little iffy in the thumbnail. So we'll see if anybody shows up. I'll wait a couple minutes. I know this channel is small and there are restrictions for a channel of this size. Like, I don't have the full features. All of the features for going live aren't unlocked. So it's going to be different than what I'm used to on my other channel. So, like I said, I'll wait just a little bit. See if anybody pops in. But I'm expecting, you know, y'all to come up here on the playback. So, yeah. If my hair is looking a little wet, I just sprayed it. So, it wouldn't be... I shampooed my hair yesterday. Scalp nice and clean. I need to spray some more water. This side feels really dry and annoying, and this side feels nice and moisturized. Let's see if I can transfer some water over here. And remember to look at my green dot. So I'm gonna wait just I don't know, a few more seconds. Y'all see the little strawberry shortcake back there? It is so good. I told the kids last night I was gonna cut a slice and leave the slice and take the rest of the cake and eat. Okay, so I'm gonna just dive right in. And let me do my intro for the playback. Hello, welcome to my channel. I am Danielle, your level up partner in self-love and self-care. And this is Relentless Beauty, because we are what? In relentless pursuit of self-improvement. Trying to be mindful and look at the green dot down here so it'll look like, you know, I'm making eye contact with the camera instead of looking at myself and all of that. So anyway, I wanted to go live and do the weekly check-in because I crushed last week, okay? I will be pinching my nipples and honking my own horn in this video, okay? Because I'm super, super proud of myself. One, I can tell a difference in my body. I haven't been sore this week at all. Like, that first day of doing the workout, like a few seconds into the workout, I'm like, ugh, this is a challenge. Like, you know, these little 3-pound weights are doing something, dag nabbit. And I didn't think they would. You know, it's 3 pounds. But there's a lot of lifting overhead with that Grow With Your 2-mile workout. So, yeah, like that first day for August 1st, it was, I just felt it in my body like, oh, wow, yeah. This is more challenging than I thought it would be. And so I was sore for the next few days after. And I told y'all in the last check-in that, you know, I wanted to give my body some sort of recovery time. So I would do one day on with the dumbbells and one day off. And I always, well, I won't say I always, but I would alternate between the dumbbells, one day on, one day off. I would do the ankle weights. I did the ankle weights every day except for that one day, that Sunday, August 4th. But this week, I have done, starting Monday, and I know I haven't exercised yet today, but every day this week I have done dumbbells and the ankle weights, and surprisingly I have not been sore. It's like that after that a first workout and that, you know, initial little muscle ripping, that was all I needed. And I have not been sore in my arms, at least, since. And I'm wondering if I haven't been sore in my biceps because after I do the 2-mile workout, I do the stretch, and one of the stretches, the 21-day challenge stretch, Daniela Suarez, one of her stretches is a bicep stretch. So I'm wondering if it's because, my body is nice and warmed up when I start doing the stretches, and because I'm doing a bicep stretch, is that why I'm not, sore in my arms? I don't know. But I am so happy. I'm so excited. I'm so proud of myself. I'm crushing it. I'm crushing it. Like I've been drinking 80 ounces of water every single day. I've been meditating 15 minutes every single day. I've been stretching every day. I've been doing that 2-mile workout every day. Okay, I'm so proud of myself for that. And it hasn't been easy. Like not last week, because it's still this week. It's just, it's Saturday. So this week has been kind of rough. One, my sleep schedule has been off for a while. If you don't know, if you're just tuning in, you're new to the channel, hey, how you doing? I have a 5-month-old. And so she's going through that phase where they call it like the regression, where it's like the brain development changes so that they're going through the different phases of sleep like we do as adults. And so you know how you sleep and you'll wake up for a split second, and that's you switching phases, and then you go right back to sleep. She doesn't go right back to sleep. So I have to get up and I'll breastfeed her, and that puts her back to sleep. Plus, I'm sure our bed is more comfortable than her bassinet. The bassinet got that little thin, itty bitty little mattress. And so I want the bed to myself. Like, I want to be able to move and stretch and do what I want to do. You know what I'm saying? And not have to worry about hurting her or anything. So I put her in the bassinet, and then she'll stay asleep maybe 30 minutes. And then she's waking up. So it has been a struggle for a while. I've been taking naps, but when I can, but it's just my sleep schedule has just been thrown completely off to where, I'll sleep later in the day, which I don't like doing. Because I want to be prepared. I'm a business owner. I want to be prepared for anybody, making appointments and stuff like that. I never know when somebody's going to schedule a reading or anything. So I want to be prepared. And so I'm sleeping later in the day, and I'm taking naps, and then I'm up all night, like going to bed at 5 and 6 in the morning. So, and this week has been particularly rough, okay, because last week before last, I was going to sleep now, still late, but like 3 in the morning. This week has been rough. And so I've been pushing through anyway. So that's why, another reason why I'm really proud of myself. And then I've been sleeping awkward, like I said, because I'm sharing the bed with her. And so my back has been a little bit sore, and I've been feeling it in the stretch. The stretches has been helping, but it's been a lot. And so this week too, let me see, I'm trying to think what it was that threw things off. My son. So his eye has been looking weird for a while. And so I'd taken him to urgent care like 2-3 weeks ago, because he had like this swollen bit in the corner of his eye. I was like, what is this? And his eyes would sometimes be red. And so I thought it was because, looking at these devices all daggone day. And so I had limited his screen time a lot. And so his eye wasn't as red, but it was still swollen. It seemed like it was getting worse. So I'm like, okay, I don't know what this is. Let me just take him to the doctor and see what's going on. So I took him. They prescribed some eye drops for him. I went through the whole bottle, and it was improving, but it hadn't gone completely away. So I'm like, okay, they had mentioned taking him to an ophthalmologist. But I'm like, well, let me call and just see will they do a refill for his prescription because it's working. It was almost gone. I just ran out of the prescription. So I'm like, let me see if they'll give me a refill or do I have to come in? So they were like, they want me to go to the ophthalmologist, excuse me, and get them to check and get a closer look and maybe they'll prescribe something different. So I did that. So it's been like, you know, hurricanes in different in other parts of the world. Well, I guess Florida, that's normally where they come up and stuff. But you know, it's been rough and like full hurricane in other places, but here it was a tropical storm. So like tornadoes have been touching down, somebody died, you know, heart goes out to their family, like the school got tore up. Luckily, to my knowledge, it wasn't any school in this county or anything. And because I'm new to this state, I'm not sure exactly how close the county was that the tornadoes were touching down. But there was tornado warnings in the city I just moved from. So it's been a lot going on with the weather. And so there was a lull in the weather when I called. That was Thursday. When I called, because I called Wednesday to the urgent care to see could I get a refill, and they were supposed to get back to me. They didn't get back to me until Thursday morning. Okay, and here's where it began. I had just fallen asleep. Like I said, I've been struggling. They called bright and early, 8 something. Like, dang. Right when I'm falling asleep and sleep getting good, they called. So now I'm laying here like, all right, they're not gonna do the refill. Am I gonna drag myself out of bed and take him to the doctor? So I'm like, all right, if I can't fall asleep in the next 30 minutes, I'm gonna drag myself out of bed and handle my business. So I couldn't fall asleep. So I went ahead and first of all checked to see if this doctor they recommended was in my network. It was, and I called them up. And they were like, you know, yeah, we'll see you today. Can you come in like the next 30, 45 minutes? I'm like, sure. So I did that. There was a lull in the storm because, like, you know, there were flash flood warnings. Like I said, tornadoes touching down. A lot of shit was going on. So there was a lull here. It didn't get bad here. I didn't see any flooding, you know, in this area, thankfully. So, and the doctor wasn't that far away, thankfully, too. So I took him. And they were like, he's got an infection. So they prescribed some more drops for him. And so it's almost gone, thankfully. So I reinstated his screen time because, you know, he'd been missing his games. So I know he's happy about that. But anyway, the infection is going away. But all of this is happening and stuff. And so I got a late start handling business on drinking my water. And normally on days like that, when I get a late start, where I didn't have my first full 16 ounces of water, my first full little cup, until around 2, 3 in the afternoon. Now, usually when that happens, it's a slippery slope from there. Maybe I'll get 80 ounces in that day, maybe I won't. And, you know, from there, it gets real slippery because it's like, okay, I might pick back up doing good the next day and get those 80 ounces in, or I might not, especially if there's something else to drink in the house. And there was some fruit juice and all type of stuff in the house that, you know, tempts me, because when I drink so much water, I'm normally not drinking anything else. So I was on it, y'all. I got my 80 ounces in Thursday, even though I got a really late start. And I was dog tired after running errands and everything. So we had a lull in the storm, and I was able to take him to the doctor. I was able to run a couple errands. And then while I was out running the errands, the pharmacy called us like, your prescription is ready. I'm like, you know what? I haven't eaten today. I'm going home. I'm going to eat. And it had started back raining again. So I'm like, I'm going to go home. I'm going to eat. And then I'm going to take a nap. And I'll go out One, I had decided, at first I had decided I'm going to just get his prescription the next day. But I ended up, after I took the nap, I was refreshed enough and I went out, excuse me, and I picked up his prescription. So, so really late then, but I, like I said, I felt refreshed, so I went ahead and I pushed through, and I walked my 2 miles. I stretched, I handled my business though, you know, I had to pat myself on the back for that. I was really proud of myself for that. And then again, yesterday, I didn't go to sleep until 6 in the morning. Sleeping real good. Another phone call wakes me up out of a good sleep. It's their bus driver calling to let me know what time she'll be coming and where she's gonna pick them up and all of that. So, like, dang. Now I'm up. Can't go back to sleep again. So I was tired yesterday. And when I tell you I was dog tired yesterday, but I pushed through. I cooked. I did what I needed to do. And I'm like, okay, let me see if I can take an hour nap. And I set my alarm because I didn't want to sleep late and then get into that slippery slope area where, okay, it's super late at night. Do I want to exercise this late at night? So I laid down. It was like about 5:30. I laid down for a good hour. I couldn't fall asleep. But me laying down was enough of a recharge that I needed, that I was able to go ahead, push through. And I'm like, let me multitask, since I was making some dirty rice. So, you know, once I browned the meat, I didn't need to stand over the stove. I put it in the pot, and I'm like, you know, I'll check on it as I'm exercising, as I do my 2-mile walk. So I did that, and I pushed through, y'all, and I exercised. So despite it all, I did it. So I just wanted to share that, and I hope y'all have been pushing through. Like I said, I could tell the difference in my body. The fact that I've been able to do dumbbells every single day, not having to alternate and, you know, put the dumbbells to the side for a day. And I can tell a difference in my body too, because it's fast paced with the lifting of the weights and the different exercises that you do. And so when I first started, I had to go at my own pace. I couldn't keep up with her for all of the exercises because I think it's important to keep form versus keeping speed, you know what I'm saying? So if I have to go slower than a person, but I'm in correct form, it is what it is. I'll catch up. So there's a bit of advice to y'all. So now though, I'm able to keep up with her speed. There are a few exercises where it's really tough, like the little pumping part, you know, but I'm getting better at that. And then the little triceps workout and you're lifting the leg. That was a struggle for me at first. Like, I've had 5 kids, okay, all vaginal births. So if you know, you know. And if you're somebody that, you know, you've done a lot of heavy lifting, then you'll know what I'm talking about too, you know, male or female, you know, where the PC muscles, if I'm pronouncing it incorrectly, let me know, but I believe it's the pubococcygeus is what that stands for. Your PC muscles, they can get weak doing heavy lifting and all of that, and they get weak certainly as you get older, and they get weak from pushing out babies, and that's why you do Kegels. Is it Kegels or Kegels? We're gonna say Kegels. So certain exercises, it feels weird in that area, you know, and so I would do my Kegels at the same time. I would tighten my core because that helps. But certain exercises, like, okay, tightening the core isn't enough. Got to do a Kegel at the same time too, because it's like it feels like I'm straining and using all of my effort to do certain moves. And so I would do my Kegels at the same time. Well, now it's gotten easier where I don't have to do the Kegels every time now. I can just tighten my core and I don't get that sensation anymore like I'm straining, you know. So I can just I can just tell a difference in my body. And I'm not gonna measure myself. I'm not gonna take any more measurements. I've been dying to. Because I can tell. It looks like I'm losing weight. It looks like I'm losing weight. I'm starting to see the little curve. Excuse me, come back. I just ate. So I'm starting to see the little curve come back. You know what I'm saying? It looks like I'm losing weight, but I'm not gonna take any measurements until the end of the month. But yeah, that is it, you all. I hope y'all are I hope you got your notification bell on to get my community posts, because I do like to post, like inspirational quotes and stuff. And there's this particular one. It's like a black background. I can't even remember the guy. He's somebody that I follow on Instagram, and I, took the little screenshot and I shared it up here. But like that quote really got me through this week, because like I said, I've just been tired. My sleep schedule has been off, and taking him to the doctor and all of that, people waking me up soon as I'm getting good and deep into my sleep, and then I can't go back to sleep. The quote where, you got to tell yourself, I'm not that person anymore. I'm not that person that's going to cop out. I'm not that person that's going to give in to the, desire to just, okay, well, I'll sit this one out and I'll get back on it tomorrow. No, you have to tell yourself, I am the person that, even in the face of, adversity and struggles and obstacles and your schedule being thrown off, I'm going to show up for myself, and I'm going to do it anyway. Okay? So I'm really proud of myself for pushing through and showing up for myself. My feet have been hurting a little bit because, I don't wear shoes for this particular workout. Maybe I ought to start. But, so my feet have been sore from doing like the little running in place and stuff. But that's about it. Other than that, I haven't felt any soreness, I can tell that I'm getting stronger and it's working. So I just wanted to, like I said, check in with y'all. I hope things are going good with y'all. Again, it's never too late to jump in on the challenge, because this isn't about, I don't even know what I want to say. But this is about, I don't know what I want to say as far as this isn't about that. But what I do want to say is this is about you just starting from right now, today, where you are. Not, oh, well, we're already 11 days into August, so I'll wait. It's not about starting when I started. That's what I wanted to say. It's not about starting when I started. It's about starting today and making this your first day for you. You know what I'm saying? And just diving right in, and hopping right in. And if you fell off, if you're doing the challenge and you've fallen off, it's okay. Like, what's been really helping me too on my journey as far as self-improvement, and I've been practicing this for some years now, because I can be super, super, super critical of myself. I'm a Virgo rising. If you're a Virgo, then you know. And I'm a Capricorn sun, Virgo rising. So I can be extremely hard on myself, extremely critical. I'm my own worst critic, my own worst enemy when it comes to things like that, where I'll just beat myself down because, I'm not perfect. That perfectionist mentality. And it doesn't even have to have anything to do with your zodiac sign. Some of us are just perfectionists. So it's like, well, if I'm not perfect, then it's all ruined. And why even bother? No. Stop beating yourself up. So that's something that has helped me, that I've been practicing for years now. I don't beat myself up like I used to. Like, okay, well, you had an off day. It's fine. Just pick back up. And so what I've been doing here lately, this year, my motto has been, because I would, it used to be, when I was very, very young, okay, well, I fell off the bandwagon, so we're just going to abandon the whole year and wait until January 1st to pick back up on our goals. So I stopped that, some years ago. But what I was doing years ago is, oh, well, I've fallen off the bandwagon, so I'm just going to let this month go and I'm going to pick things back up on the first. No. Now what I do, if I fall off, well, tomorrow's a new day. And we're going to treat tomorrow like January 1st. And we're going to hop back on our goals. And so that's really been helping me, just taking things one day at a time and giving my best effort every single day. So that is it, y'all. I just wanted to check in. I'm going to redo my nails because they are looking shot to hell. And this couldn't survive the shampoo. But I'll say too, I just want to mention my little hair journey since we're on it. The topic of exercise that has been affecting my hair, because normally I can go longer without shampooing my hair, but like I mentioned in another video, I think it was my first length check when I was living in the other house when I first moved to North Carolina. I had been going like a month and sometimes a little more than a month, and I told y'all I didn't want to do that anymore. Well, exercising every day is forcing me to shampoo my hair more often. I'm still not trying to do once a week because, like I mentioned before, it feels like it's too much. It for my hair. My hair waxes on the dry side, so once a week feels like too much for my hair. But now that I'm exercising, 2 weeks, we got to do something because all of that sweat in my hand had been itching just so bad. This week and last week, but I, buckled down and I'm like, I got to shampoo my hair because one, I was starting to see the little film around my hairline, which ain't nothing cute about that. But two, like I said, my head was just itching so bad. So, I did, cut myself some slack because it's been such a rough week and I've been showing up for myself so well in other areas. I didn't sit under the dryer for my deep condition. I pre-pooed. I did a clarifying shampoo since, it's a new month. And I do like to do a clarifying shampoo once a month. Now, whether I'll do it next month, I don't know, because it wasn't the clarifying shampoo where I went overboard. So maybe I will, maybe I won't. Depends on how much product buildup I have. And another thing, well, it's like I said, it's been 1 month, so that's why I did it. I mean, it's a new month, that's why I did it. But it hasn't been that long since I shampooed my hair, so maybe I didn't really need the clarifying shampoo, but I used too much of the Mael, and so my hair, I think it shed a little bit more than it would have if I hadn't done 3 pumps of the Mael on top of doing a first lather with the clarifying shampoo. So anyway, I did my pre-poo, my clarifying shampoo, my Mael shampoo. I did the Affinity 2-minute reconstructor, and then I did a rice water deep conditioner. It is a deep conditioner, but I didn't sit under my hooded dryer, so I didn't get the full benefit of the deep conditioner, and I probably didn't leave it in as long as I could have, because normally when I don't sit under the dryer, I'll at least let the deep conditioner sit in my head for at least an hour, and I didn't do that this time because Miss Empress was being a menace, and she, she was ready. She wouldn't eat her bananas with her daddy. She wanted milk. So, I just went ahead and did a little 15-minute in the head, but no hooded dryer, and rinsed it out and went on about my day. So, yeah. That is it, y'all. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.